Hi students. So in this previous video I have started with the adjustments now. So there I have explained 8 adjustments. Okay, in this video I am going to discuss with the other adjustments. Okay, see ma. So first adjustment here we are going to discuss is about the debtors. Okay, see, in final accounts, bad debts, provision for bad and doubtful debts and provision for discount on debtors may be given as adjustments relating to debtors. Okay, actually who is a debtor? Nothing but a customer who has purchased goods from us, or else who has taken the amount from, okay, who has purchased the goods from us, a customer. That person is called as a debtor. Okay, so here why bad debts are provision for bad and doubtful debts, those all things will be there. Means first you see regarding the bad debts over here. So when goods are sold on credit basis, some of the customers may not pay the amount. The debts which are not collected and recoverable are known as bad debts, which are losses. Okay, which are a loss. So here see ma, actually a debtor means a customer. Debtor ante evaru oka customer ma. So customer ki eppudaithe manam goods credit base lo amtamo atanni manam emantam ikkada debtor ani antam. So debtor aithe అతని నుంచి మనకి ఎప్పుడైతే అమౌంట్ రిసీవ్ కాదో, ఓకేనా, గూడ్స్ తీసుకున్నాడు, క్రెడిట్ బేసిస్ మీద గూడ్స్ తీసుకున్నాడు, కానీ ఎప్పుడైతే మనకు ఆ అమౌంట్ రిటర్న్ రాదో ఆ అమౌంట్ని మనం బ్యాడ్ డెబ్గా ట్రీట్ చేస్తాం. ఆ అమౌంట్ని మనం బ్యాడ్ డెబ్ అంటే ఇంకా రీకవర్ కాదు, ఆ అమౌంట్ ఇంకా రీకవర్ కాదు అంటే దాన్ని ఎలా ట్రీట్ చేస్తాం, మనం బ్యాడ్ డెబ్గా ట్రీట్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే, ఎప్పుడైతే మనం కస్టమర్కి క్రెడిట్ బేసిస్ మీద గూడ్స్ సేల్ చేస్తామో, ఓకేనా, సేల్ చేసిన తర్వాత అతని దగ్గర నుంచి అమౌంట్ ఎప్పుడైతే రీకవర్ కాదో, అంటే అతని దగ్గర నుంచి కలెక్ట్ కాదు ఇంకా రీకవర్ కాదో, అలాంటి సిచ్యువేషన్లో ఆ అమౌంట్ని మనం ఏమంటామంటే బ్యాడ్ డెబ్స్ అంటాం. నథింగ్ బట్ the amount which is not recovered from the, okay, it is not recovered from the whom, from a customer, from a debtor. Okay, that amount is termed as a bad debts. Okay, it is a loss to the company. Okay, so regarding the bad debts, what is the adjustment? Once you see, when bad debts are given only in adjustments, when bad debts are given only in adjustments. Okay, if bad debts are given only in adjustments, then which side it will appear? You see, it will appear in P&L account debit side. It will appear in P&L account debit side, and we have to deduct from debtors on the asset side of the balance sheet. Okay, remember careful ma, bad debts is very important adjustments. Okay, see here, if bad debts is given in adjustments, okay, it is not there in trial balance, it is there only in adjustment, then in that case, okay, first time we have to take it in P&L account debit side, and next time what we have to do, we have to deduct it from the debtors on the asset side of the balance sheet. Okay, next, when bad debts are given in both trial balance and adjustments. Okay, if bad debts are given in both trial balance and adjustment, okay, in that case, once you see both the bad debts, in that case what you have to do, once you see both the bad debts, just a minute, see, both the bad debts, okay, nothing but the amount which is bad debts which is given in trial balance and which is given in adjustment, both the bad debts. Okay, both the bad debts we have to show in debit side of the P&L account. Okay, nothing but if bad debts is given in trial balance and in adjustment, both bad debts you have to take it in P&L account debit side. And next, the bad debts which is given in adjustment, it should be deducted from the debtors. It should be deducted from the debtors on the asset side of the balance sheet. ఓకేనా, సో వినండి అమ్మా, బ్యాడ్ డెబ్ట్స్ ఒకవేళ ట్రయల్ బ్యాలెన్స్ అండ్ అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్ రెండిట్లో ఇస్తే, ఓకే, రెండిట్లో అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్లో ట్రయల్ బ్యాలెన్స్లో రెండిట్లో ఇస్తే ఏం చేయాలి అంటే, ఫస్ట్ ట్రయల్ బ్యాలెన్స్లో ఉన్నది ప్లస్ అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్లో ఉన్న రెండు బ్యాడ్ డెబ్ట్స్ ఎక్కడ వేసుకోవాలి, మనం P&L అకౌంట్ డెబిట్ సైడ్లో వేసుకోవాలి. నెక్స్ట్ టైం ఎక్కడ వేసుకోవాలి అంటే ఓన్లీ అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్లో ఉన్న బ్యాడ్ డెబ్ట్స్ మాత్రమే బ్యాలెన్స్ షీట్ అసెట్ సైడ్ వేసుకోవాలి. ఓన్లీ అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్లో ఉన్న బ్యాడ్ డెబ్ట్స్ మాత్రమే బ్యాలెన్స్ షీట్ అసెట్ సైడ్ డెటార్స్ నుంచి మైనస్ చేయాలి. వీ హ్యావ్ టు డిడక్ట్ ఇట్ ఫ్రమ్ డెటార్స్. ఓకే, సో దిస్ పాయింట్ మోస్ట్లీ దిస్ సెకండ్ అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్ విల్ అపియర్ ఇన్ examination. Okay, remember it very well. Okay, next coming to the third one, and important also, provision for bad and doubtful debts. Provision for bad and doubtful debts. See, actually what is the meaning of provision for bad and doubtful debts? Once you see, sometimes a trader finds on the last day of the accounting year that certain debts may not be received. These debts are known as bad and doubtful debts. It is based on the principle that, okay, all anticipated losses should be provided before arriving the correct profit. So therefore the trader creates some provision on the basis of some percentage which is fixed. Okay, which is fixed on the basis of some past experience. Such provision is called provision for bad and doubtful debts. It is also termed as reserve for bad and doubtful debts. Okay, so see ma, actually what is the provision for bad and doubtful debts means here, so we can't expect that total amount from debtors we will receive at the end of the accounting year. Even nothing but even we may not receive, or we can't expect also. We can't expect that total amount we will receive or not. So due to certain weak debtors, so what the company has to do is they have to fix certain percentage as a provision for bad and doubtful debts. ఇక్కడ వినండి అమ్మా. సో ఏమైతుంది అంటే మనకు డెటాస్ నుంచి మనకి మొత్తం అమౌంట్ వస్తుంది, ఆ ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ది అకౌంటింగ్ ఇయర్ వరకు మొత్తం అమౌంట్ రికవర్ అవుతుంది అని ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్స్ ఉండవు. ఒక్కొక్కసారి ఏమవుతుంది అంటే కొంత డెటాస్ నుంచి ఎంతైనా అమౌంట్ రావు. సో అలాంటి వాళ్ళని వీక్ డెటాస్ అని అంటాం. సో వాళ్ళ దగ్గర నుంచి వస్తుందా లేదా అనేది కొంచెం డౌట్ఫుల్గా ఉంటుంది. సో ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్లో అంటే కొంచెం సేఫ్ సైడ్ ఉండడానికి కంపెనీ ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే ఒక పర్సంటేజ్, ఓకేనా, ఒక అంటే కొన్ని రూల్స్, కొన్ని ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ ప్రకారంగా, ఓకే, మెయిన్లీ కన్జర్వేటివ్ ప్రిన్సిపల్ ప్రకారంగా, ఓకే, కొన్ని యాంటిసిపేటెడ్ లాస్ అని చెప్పి కొంచెం పర్సంటేజ్ ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే ప్రొవిజన్, అంటే డెటాస్ నుంచి ఒక ప్రొవిజన్ ఫర్ బ్యాడ్ అండ్ డౌట్ఫుల్ డెబ్ట్స్ అని చెప్పి అది అమౌంట్ కొంచెం పక్కన పెట్టేసుకుంటారు అనమాట, క్రియేట్ చేసేసి పెట్టేస్తారు. ఓకేనా, దాన్ని రిజర్వ్ ఫర్ బ్యాడ్ ఆర్ డౌట్ఫుల్ డెబ్ట్స్ అని కూడా అంటారు అనమాట. ఓకేనా, సో డెటాస్ మీద సర్టన్ % క్రియేట్ చేసి పెట్టేస్తారనమాట. దాన్నే మనం ఏమంటాం, మనం ప్రొవిజన్ ఫర్ బ్యాడ్ అండ్ డౌట్ఫుల్ డెబ్ట్స్ అని అంటాం. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ సి అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్ చూడండి ఒకసారి. వెన్ ప్రొవిజన్ ఈస్ గివెన్ యాజ్ అన్ అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్, if provision is given only in adjustment, if provision is given only in adjustment, okay, provision for bad and doubtful debts is given in adjustments అయితే ఫస్ట్ ఏం చేయాలి అంటే, ఫస్ట్ వేర్ we have to take, once you see, we have to take it in P&L account debit side, and next time we have in balance sheet we have to deduct from debtors. In balance sheet we have to deduct it from debtors. Okay, if provision for bad debts or doubtful debts is given in adjustment, okay, it is not there in trial balance, only it is there in adjustment. In that case, provision for bad debts, what we have to do, we have to take it in P&L account debit side, and next time it should be deducted from debtors in balance sheet asset side. Okay, that is point. Next, coming second point, you see, when provision for doubtful debts is given, in trial balance and also in adjustments, means it is there in trial balance and even it is there in adjustments. So in that case, what we have to do, once you see, okay, the provision for doubtful debts is given in trial balance is the provision made during the year. It is the old provision or existing provision. Nothing but the provision which is given in trial balance, it is called as old provision or existing provision. ఏదైతే ప్రొవిజన్ మనకి ట్రయల్ బ్యాలెన్స్ లో ఇస్తాడో అమ్మ క్వశ్చన్ లో, ఆ ప్రొవిజన్ ని మనం ఏమంటాం, ఓల్డ్ ప్రొవిజన్ ఆర్ ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ ప్రొవిజన్ అంటాం. ఓకే, అండ్ ద ప్రొవిజన్ విచ్ ఇస్ గివెన్ ఇన్ అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్, it is called as new provision. The provision which is given in adjustment, it is called as new provision. గుర్తుపెట్టుకున్నామా, the provision which is given in trial balance, it is old provision, and the provision which is given in adjustment, it is called as a new provision. Okay, now once you see, if provision for doubtful debts is given in trial balance and adjustment, then how we have to do, first you see here, very important, if new provision for doubtful debts is more than old provision for doubtful debts. Okay, PDD I have written ma provision for doubtful debts. Okay, if new provision is more than old provision, the difference new minus old, new provision for doubtful debts minus old provision for doubtful debts should be debited in P&L account. Listen carefully ma. If new provision is more than old provision, the difference we have to take the difference, old, new minus old, that difference we have to debit in P&L account. Okay na. Next, if new provision for doubtful debts is less than old provision for doubtful debts, if new provision for doubtful debts is less than old provision for doubtful debts, in that case the difference old provision for doubtful debts minus new provision for doubtful debts should be recorded on the credit side of P&L account. Means first of all we have to observe whether old provision is more or new provision is more. If new provision is more, the difference we have to take it in P&L account debit side, and if new provision is less and old provision is more, in that case the difference we have to take it in P&L account credit side. Okay, so afterwards next second time where we have to take, Second time we have to deduct from debtors. We have to deduct it from debtors in balance sheet asset side. Second time what we have to do, ma? We have to deduct it from debtors in balance sheet asset side. Okay, so in case of provision for doubtful debts, if it is given in trial balance and adjustment, if it is given in trial balance and adjustment, you should be very careful. You have to observe whether old is more or new is more. Okay, by observing, after observing that, you have to write it. Okay, if new is more, we have to take it in P&L account debit side, and next time balance sheet asset we have to deduct from debtors. If old is more, we have to take it in P&L account credit side, and next time balance sheet from debtors you have to deduct. From debtors you have to deduct. Okay, that is the point over there. Next you see, if bad debts are given both in trial balance and in adjustments, and also provision for bad and doubtful debts given in adjustments. Once you see, ma, total all mixing here. Okay, bad debts. Okay, bad debts. If bad debts are there in trial balance and adjustments, bad debts are there in trial balance and adjustments, and also provision for bad and doubtful debts is given in adjustment. అంటే ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయంటే ఇక్కడ బ్యాడ్ డెబ్ట్స్ ట్రయల్ బ్యాలెన్స్ లో ఉంటే, ఇంకా అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్ లో ఉంటే, దాంతో పాటు ప్రొవిజన్ ఫర్ డౌట్ఫుల్ డెబ్ట్స్ కూడా అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్ లో ఉంటాయి. అంటే మొత్తం 3, టోటల్ 3. ఓకే, టోటల్లీ 3 బ్యాడ్ డెబ్ట్స్ షుడ్ బి ఇన్ ట్రయల్ బ్యాలెన్స్ and in adjustments, and provision for bad and doubtful debts if it is there in adjustment. If it is there in adjustment, then how we have to do? Okay, so first you see here, first calculate the provision for bad debts as per the percentage. Nothing but how much of provision percentage he has given, that percentage we have to calculate given in the adjustment after deducting the further bad debts given in the adjustments from the debtors. Okay, here theoretically it will be a little bit of confusion, ma. So while doing a problem it will be very clear for you. So first listen carefully. Okay, here what we have to do means provision for doubtful debts, it is given in percentage. First we have to calculate that percentage on the debtors after deducting new bad debts, nothing but the bad debts which are given in adjustments. So here first of all what we have to do is, from debtors we have to deduct the bad debts which are given in adjustment. First of all, from debtors we have to deduct the bad debts which are given in adjustment, and after that after deducting the balance figure you will be getting on that you have to calculate the percentage, that is provision for bad debts. Okay, you got the point. Next point you see, then both the bad debts and provision for bad and doubtful debts should be shown on debit side of P&L account. Now both the bad debts, nothing but the bad debts which are given in trial balance and the bad debts which are given in adjustment, both the bad debts along with provision for doubtful debts, the percentage we have calculated na, along with that provision for doubtful debts, three amounts you have to take it in P&L account debit side. Okay, next time what we have to do is, the bad debts given in adjustments and provision for bad debts should be deducted from the debtors. Nothing but the bad debts which are given in adjustments and provision for bad and doubtful debts, both we have to deduct from debtors in the balance sheet asset side. So while doing a problem it will be clear for you. Okay, now it will be a little bit of confusion. So while doing a problem it will be clear for you. Okay, but remember these points, it is very important. Okay, next one, coming to the provision for discount on debtors. So provision for discount on debtors means, once you see, when a customer or a debtor pays the amount of sales within a certain period, trader normally allows certain percentage of discount, that is called as a provision for discount on debtors. If any provision for discount on debtors is there, means we have to take it in P&L account debit side adjustment, ma. Okay, if any adjustment is regarding provision for discount on debtors he has given, means we have to take it in P&L account debit side, and next balance sheet asset side deduct from debtors. Okay, and next adjustment is CC, Next adjustment you see here, reserve for discount on creditors. Reserve for discount on creditors, you see. When the payment is made to creditors within the schedule period, the discount is likely to be earned. The reserve created on creditors is known as reserve for discount on creditors. Okay. Here what happens means, if suppose we have made a payment as per the schedule, before itself we have paid a payment. So there what if suppose we got any discount over there, that is called as a reserve for discount on creditors. Okay. Before schedule period itself, if suppose we have made any payment, if we are getting any discount from the creditors, it is called a reserve for discount on creditors. If there is any adjustment regarding reserve for discount on creditors, so what you have to do means, see, you have to take it in P&L account credit side, and next time it should be deducted from the creditors on the liability side of the balance sheet. Okay, first time you have to take it in P&L account credit side, next time you should deduct it. Okay, deduct it from the creditors on the liability side of the balance sheet. Okay. Next coming to the next adjustment, goods withdrawn by owner for personal use. Okay, when owner has withdrawn any goods from business for his personal use, then it is known as a drawings. Okay, in that case, what we have to do, once you see, if any adjustment regarding goods withdrawn by owner for personal use he has given, then what we have to do, once you see, first of all we have to deduct it from purchases. On the debit side of trading account as drawings. Okay, we have to deduct it from purchases. From where? Okay, on the debit side of the trading account. From purchases we have to deduct it, and we have to term it as a drawings. Okay, it is nothing but it is a drawings. Okay. Next time what we have to do, deduct from capital on the liability side of the balance sheet. So next time what we have to do, we have to deduct it. Okay, we have to mention as a drawings. Okay, and we have to deduct it from capital in the balance sheet liability side. See, if any goods have been withdrawn by owner for personal use he has given, okay, in that case what we have to do, first time we have to deduct from purchases. And next time what we have to do, we have to deduct from capital in the liability side of the balance sheet. Okay, so these are the adjustments. Okay, regarding bad debts. Okay, provision for bad debts, and reserve for discount on creditors, and provision for discount on debtors, and goods withdrawn by owner for the personal use. Okay, so what do you do is, first of all note down all these points and write it, okay, in your notebook. From the next class I am going to discuss with the problems. From the next video will be the problems regarding the final accounts. Okay.